Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link, it'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. 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 Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Let's go, man. Good to see everybody tonight. Catching me post-nap. This is post-nap Smook, man. Y'all ever had one of them midday naps, man? They do the do for you. You know, they do the do for you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we got us a good show set up for tonight. Hot topic of conversation tonight. We're gonna get it into the show. But first of all, before we get into the show, thank y'all for being here, man. The numbers have been crazy. Like, to start the show off, we've been kind of having our staggered show times in between. And, you know, we say 8 o'clock. That means within the 8 o'clock hour, we're gonna get better. I promise. You know, it ain't nobody's fault but mine. I be having so much other stuff going on, especially right now, with the type of networking connections that we're making, or, you know, the very thing that you love to know about the Alabama Crimson Tide. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got live on TikTok. We got live on Twitch. We got live on Twitter. We got live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube, Kick. Man, did I say all of them? Did I say all of them? Because we're live. We're live here with the Coach Smook Callin show, the late night college football Callin show, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. I'm telling y'all, we set up for a good one. And this is going to be a great conversation. I think this is safe enough to start having this conversation right now. We're talking about conference play for the SEC. Most of our fan base is SEC. We got other fan bases tapping in. You know, we got the ACC fans. Miami pops in every now and then. We have some of your Big Ten guys, your Ohio States. They pop in. We have a few Michigans. But for the most part, the real race and the conference title race, you know, the most interesting ones come in the SEC and the Big 12, to be honest. You know, the Big 12 is kind of top heavy this year. I think there are 2 or 3 teams separated, but the SEC is still wide open. As good as I feel about my Alabama Crimson Tide, I think right now in the SEC, when you talk about conference matchups, you are dealing with you got to bring your A+ game week in and week out if you want to win out in the SEC. And everybody but A&M is suffered a loss in the conference right now. A&M and Ole Miss. So we're going to see what these teams are truly made of this weekend. Both of them having some crazy matchups this weekend to start their conference playoff. Man, who calling this phone line already? Hold on 1 second. That's crazy work right there. I didn't even know the line was set up yet. Hold on. I thought I put it in for 8:30. Let me double check that. Let me double check that, Trap. Hold on. Y'all silly, man. Who trying to call in? Who that? Who that trying to call on the phone line? Who that? Let me stop, man. Y'all, I had a good nap, y'all. Oh, hey, Mary J. You know what? Mary J, you are funny. Mary J, I need you to hop in the public chat real quick. Y'all, Mary J spoke somebody up. We was thinking about this gentleman earlier today, and because we didn't hear him on the Callin show. Y'all love him. He your favorite caller, honestly, if y'all be honest, because y'all be trying to cap, act like y'all don't rock with it. But Mary J was asking about Caden. She was asking where Caden was, and it was crazy, man. There you go. Look, there you go. He popped in the chat. Caden, what's up, man? For some reason, we missed you. Like, what the you know what I'm saying? Like, Caden, the butt guy. You know what I'm saying? Nah. It was he always bring a good time, always bring a different type of approach to the game, to the conversation on the phone line. But the phone line won't be open till 8:30, Caden. We try to give everybody time to come in and settle down. But we talking about the SEC, Caden. So you might not want to be here to try to talk about the SEC tonight. You know, you might get jumped. You might get jumped by Georgia fans, Tennessee fans, Alabama fans, Auburn fans, Florida fans, all fans alike. You might get jumped tonight trying to come in and speak on behalf of the SEC being a Big 12 or what is it? Is it Big 10? Big 10 representative with Ohio State and they trash schedule. I mean, hey, you said it and I said it, Caden. That Ohio State, I mean, and they can't help who they play, who in their conference. They can't help how the other teams recruit and all that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give them some really relevancy or really reality of it. You know what I'm saying? We gotta give them the benefit of the doubt in that aspect. But we've seen Ohio State in multiple times in times past, especially under Ryan Day, where they've come against equal competition and they haven't shown up for the occasion. Let's put it like that. They haven't shown up for the occasion. But tonight is all about the SEC. So we're going to get into my top four. I think I have a top four teams that I truly believe are going to come out the SEC. And then I'm going to talk about the first two teams out, meaning like the four that I think will really be right there in the runnings for playing for the title, for the SEC championship, one. And then also, I do believe regardless of, unless you have like a two unranked loss SEC team at 8-4, I think there will be 2 to 3 teams 9-3 in the SEC, right? 2 to 3 teams in the SEC 9-3. 2 of those teams are, I think, guaranteed out of that spot, and it'll be because some of these teams are going to cross match, and we're going to kind of have the what am I trying to say? We're going to have the diagram. We're going to type it up to show you all what kind of the final records head-to-heads all look like, and what we predict on these top 4 and the first 2 out. So we're going to get into the show, man. So if y'all ready to jump into it, don't forget, y'all, tap in. If you're on TikTok, tap the screen. We had a crazy number of viewers come through on TikTok, and shout out to TikTok right now, man. Y'all coming through with the gifts right now. Big homie with the 25 gifts. Big Tonio came in with the 22. What's that, 22 gifts? Man, y'all popping off crazy. My boy Yusuf says, what do Roll Tide mean, coach? Hey, listen, why do people come in trying to ask me crazy questions? You want the history lesson behind the Roll Tide saying? I got you. Here you go, man. So, in the early 1950s, I believe, and was it the 1950s, Bama Nation? All my historians, 1950s, if I'm not mistaken, or the 1930s. It was before one of the wars, right? The American Wars. Alabama, there was an announcer. He was calling the game for Alabama, and back then they had, those big old sloppy uniforms, and they had, a lot of mud games. They didn't have turf, and they talked about how the team's offensive line coming out the locker room looked like a rolling herd of elephants, right? right? The elephants, and it looked like a tide, a wave, a tidal wave of crimson. And somebody said it on the announcers. I think one announcer said "Roll Tide" or something, and somebody in the stand said it, and it became a thing. And now it's a language. All right, it's a language. It's more than just for Alabama football. When you get pulled over in the state of Alabama by an Alabama fan or Alabama sheriff, Alabama state trooper, he gonna say if he see a Bama emblem or paraphernalia, or not paraphernalia, Bama logo somewhere on your car, you see it around your license plate. Everybody, we know we got these custom license plates. You see that Crimson Tide logo, I guarantee you that sheriff or that state trooper going to give you that ticket. Say, all right, you have a good one, Roll Tide. As long as you ain't got no warrants out for you. Don't be having no warrants in Alabama, man. Do not be having no warrants in Alabama, especially out of state warrants. I'm telling you, you're gonna be sitting for a minute. Hey, get your business in order, y'all. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. I'm just telling you what I know. Let me put my my doggone CarMax on real quick before we get into the Callin show, because I feel like we're gonna be talking tonight. So let's get into the topic of conversation. We're here at the 15-minute mark. Let's get into the conversation and let's have some good talk about this SEC football final finish for the 2025 season. Y'all ready to get in the game? Somebody say it in the chat. Somebody say it for me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game. Let's do it, y'all.
You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips, the perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just feeling sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, chat. Let's get into it, man. Appreciate y'all for hanging in there and talking with your boy tonight. Listen, we got some vibes. All right. The SEC, traditionally, over the past, let's say 20 years, 30, let's say 25 years, the SEC has been amongst the, national championship picture. There's never been a larger span of SEC, non-SEC representatives more than 3 years, I think, right now in the national championship game. So this year is kind of some pressure to kind of reclaim that. And with how much competition right now is across the league, you're talking about teams that are kind of right there in the middle of going over top and being competitive. I'm talking about the Missouris. I'm talking about the Oklahomas, the Vanderbilts, right? And honestly, I know we face them tomorrow as Bama Nation, but Tennessee, right there, of they need to win that extra game. And honestly, Tennessee has kind of pulled themselves away from that. They've experienced the college football playoffs. But your Vanderbilts, your A&Ms, right? I'd even throw LSU back in that picture because they haven't been amongst the dominance of the SEC the past 4 or 5 years, 6 years now. And I have a poll in the chat. I put the top 4 odds to win the SEC based off of ESPN. You have Texas A&M, Alabama, LSU, and Georgia right now with the top 4 odds. Ole Miss is number 5, and I believe Tennessee is number 6 right now. And if y'all are following the Miami-Louisville game, I wouldn't mind the score to be dropped in. I got it on the Gamecast, but y'all know I got to try to stay focused for this segment. We've been doing good, being able to get clips to clip out and put out on the Vibe. So I'm looking at the matchup. And Jaquan, appreciate you for being in on the TikTok chat, man. I encourage y'all, if y'all tapping in on TikTok side and you're enjoying what you're seeing right now, pull up on the YouTube side. For some reason, TikTok hasn't integrated with StreamYard, so we can't pull your comments up on the screen like my guy Melvin tapping in. What's up, Melvin? Good to see you, my boy. Good to see you, Melvin. Good to see you, LC. We can pull your comments up on the screen. So if you don't mind, man, pull up on YouTube. I appreciate you tapping that screen on TikTok, but we will definitely enjoy your presence. Even on Twitch. If you're a Twitch person, we're live on Twitch right now. I'm trying to work on the Twitch side of things, y'all. So if y'all got Twitch tips to help me grow on Twitch, let me know. Do I need to do IRL streaming on Twitch or something? Anyways, ADHD moment. Back to the conversation. I look at the SEC as it's a widespread of teams that you are really just right there trying to get over the hump, and then you have teams trying to stay right there at the tier 1 level. Last season we broke this down in like 3 tiers of what the SEC would look like. Preseason we predicted where these teams would be at this season. Missouri is the surprise team this year for me. I did not think that bringing in all the new faces would click as well for them, but Prabula and that offense have been efficient, and that defense plays physical. Yes, we got the win over them, but they are going to be a tough team to beat for the next 6 weeks, even though they're on the road. They're going to be a tough team to beat. And then also Mississippi State. I know they have 2 losses right now in conference, I believe, but this is a team that is competitive in all their games. Arkansas, I know they just fired their head coach recently, and they got what's the man's name? Petrino. They got Petrino back, and there's a surge of energy, and they're playing with a different style of offensive flair, right? And they're being very competitive in these matches, chat. Like they just lost their last who did they lose to? They just lost 1 possession game to Tennessee. 34-31, I believe the game, this last final score was. We're going to get into the schedule and talk about our top 4, though. We're going to talk about our top 4. So you got your middle of the pack teams, then you got the top 4. When I look at the top 4, right off top, I think right now the hottest team in the SEC. Yes, Texas A&M is undefeated. Yes, Ole Miss is undefeated. But I think the hottest team, because I'm seeing steady improvement and I'm not seeing weaknesses show up every week. I'm seeing weaknesses disappear as other team weaknesses show up. And our team is getting better. And that's the Alabama Crimson Tide. I got to put them number 1. Mary J., number 1, final finish, Alabama. Let's look at their schedule. Let's look at the schedule, the remaining schedule for the Alabama Crimson Tide the rest of the season. I think they really pull this season out and make this a one to remember, more so like that 2009 season from Coach Saban. I really feel like that's the type of energy we getting from this team. So let's look at the schedule. I'm gonna share the screen right here, and we're gonna get the banner up. Here we go. So let's check it out. I'm gonna go. Let me see. Do I want final finish SEC? Or SEC final finish? That might look better. SEC final finish. So we'll check it out like this. So right now, y'all looking at the schedule. Hopefully y'all can see that good. Can y'all see that? As you all know, right now, Alabama is currently 3-0 in conference play. 3-0 in conference play. We're at home against Tennessee tomorrow. Kickoff is at 6:30 p.m. Got the primetime game. SEC Network going to be there on the scene, I believe. I think SEC Network, SEC Nation is going to be on the campus. If y'all on campus tomorrow, submit some pictures. I'm not going to make the trip. I got to do a full coverage from the house. Too much going on. Too much movement right now. Then at South Carolina, another game that I believe we can't sleep on. This is a team that's suffering right now. They stumbled early, but they play tough. And we're in their house. Got to pay attention to that game. LSU hosting them. I really think we're going to see a contrast in weaknesses once this game comes. And this is after a bye week. Got a chance to get healthy. You know, Ryan Williams is not 100% yet. Well, he's cleared to play, but I still don't think he's 100%. You get an extra bye week before LSU night game at home. I'm pretty sure that game is going to be a 6:30 kickoff also. Guarantee it. Then Oklahoma at home. We get 2 tough matchups back-to-back at home. Oklahoma has a bye week before us, I believe. So that's going to be a tough matchup there. Them coming in, that Brett Venables defense. And we're going to see if that offense is fixed by then. Hopefully Mateer is still healthy by then, because I want them at their best. I don't think they have a chance without Mateer. And then at Auburn, we know what it's like at Jordan here. We're talking about conference matchups. Let's just say and this is my predictions. I'm gonna just go with my predictions. I'm not going to do the hypothetical. I think we handle Tennessee tomorrow. I don't care what the score is. I think we handle Tennessee at South Carolina. I think we're too much offensively for a lot of teams left on our schedule. South Carolina has struggled to get the pass rush going this season. Their secondary is beat up. They're not as deep as far as depth like they were last year, which was kind of a strength for their defense. The North Sailors in the offense, they're not consistent, right? They're starting to develop a run game finally, but he's been majority of their offense. And we know how Alabama has kind of struggled with the mobile quarterback that can make the plays downfield. Well, Lenore Sellers hasn't excelled at that, and the offensive line at South Carolina is struggling right now. And Alabama's defensive line is getting better and better. If they show up tomorrow, I feel even better about going to South Carolina. This was the trap game for me before the season started, South Carolina. But I feel even better going into it if the defensive line continues to improve the way they have over the past 2 or 3 games here for Alabama. Rolling over to the bye week, then to LSU. Hosting LSU is a big difference this season. It's a big difference this season. And with Nussmeier and that offense really struggling, this LSU team has been getting by right so far this season. As a matter of fact, I want to pull up the standings for the SEC right now, so I can make sure I'm accurately recording these records. Let's go SEC. Boom. All right, yeah. So LSU currently in conference. Their conference play. They're 2-1. Who did LSU lose to? Ole Miss? Was it Ole Miss? Okay, yeah. That was one of the big matchups of the week. So yeah, LSU Ole Miss. I just think their defensive line is starting to suffer because of what they are lacking in the secondary now. They had some early situations against Florida. Clemson, they look good. And even against South Carolina this past weekend, they struggled. They really didn't disrupt Lenore Sellers as you expected them to, with that offensive line of South Carolina looking like they were looking. So I just think we got the advantage right now. Then you go down to Oklahoma. Like I said, they're going to need Mateer and that offense to be humming on a clip to come into on this environment after what happened last year. You see how the crowd responded against Vanderbilt. I felt it. I was there for that game. There was a different type of response from the crowd for the whole game, for all 4 quarters. And then again, at Auburn, I just don't feel like schematically there's enough juju in the book for Auburn to beat us. But I'm not going to be a crazy fan and talk crazy here. I know how it is when we go to Jordan-Hare in those big game years where we just need that last little finish, the cherry on top, and they take us to 8 overtime, 4 overtime. I don't like that. So I'm feeling confident about all this. I say Alabama wins out, and that'll put us at 7-1 on the season. Let me make sure I'm counting that up right. 8. It should be 8 conference games, right? 3-0, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8-0. I'm sorry. I'm tripping. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm tripping. I told y'all I woke up from a good nap. Let me look at the chat. Let me see what y'all got to say. What y'all think about Alabama's chances to finish undefeated in conference play? Do y'all think it's likely? Now, I did at the beginning of the season say that I didn't think there was going to be an undefeated team in the playoffs. I didn't think that anybody would win the national champion. Undefeated team would win the national championship. Did I expect us to lose to Florida State week 1? No, I knew that game was sort of a toss-up, but I was confident in the fact that we had the experience, the cohesiveness. We had the more experienced roster, quote unquote, as far as being in this system. You had 2 new systems of philosophies coming into Florida State with Gus Malzahn and who's the defensive coordinator? White, I forget his name. Tony White, I think is the defensive coordinator's name at Florida State. Excuse me. So I look at it. I think Alabama has a good chance to finish undefeated. I'm looking at the votes in the chat. Let me pull up the chat. Let me pull up the votes. We got 29 votes on the stream already. Everybody, 93% of y'all, which is, because we a Bama bias, channel here. Somewhat. We cover Bama. We do our thing. We close to Bama. 93% say Alabama is the setup to finish the SEC. Now, my number 2 team. I'm gonna go to my number 2 team, and I'm gonna go back to this diagram. I like how they had it set up right here. My number 2 team, we went Alabama. I think right now how Texas A&M is playing right now, this is a legit team. This is a legit team. Now, I look at Texas A&M's schedule though. This is where I think it gets tricky for Texas A&M. All right, we're gonna pull it up. I think their first loss, and people are sleeping on them at Arkansas this weekend. People are sleeping on them at Arkansas. People are sleeping on Arkansas. I don't know, man. It's something about being on the road in the SEC, man. You can go against the team with 0 wins in the conference And if you don't handle business early, which A&M has started to show that they're struggling early offensively, defense has been immaculate, especially their front. The offense gets going, that's when they're dangerous, but they start slow. You start slow against Arkansas. Taylor Green and that offense get to moving that ball. He able to make some plays with his legs. That defense knows how to force turnovers. They're opportunistic. You find yourself in a 4-quarter game with Arkansas. In Arkansas, you can lose, but I think they win that one. Texas A&M beats Arkansas at LSU. That's a tricky one for me. I think you see a rematch type of deal. We know LSU and A&M has been kind of a rivalry the past 3 or 4 years, man. A lot of firepower on both sides. This is the game I truly believe LSU kind of takes a chance to rebound and keep their name in the top part of this conversation for the SEC, being that they lost to one of the other powers that I have finishing in the top 4 this season too. Again, A&M at LSU, I think A&M goes in, wins a close game. Then against at Missouri, I think A&M has too much offensive efficiency for Missouri. That's what I see with A&M and Missouri game. South Carolina at home, they get the whole South Carolina. That's a win. And then at Texas, that rivalry game renewed. We saw the type of entertainment it gave last year. I think it's an even better A&M team, and they handle Texas. I think they handle Texas. Texas, I believe, is one of those teams that's just going to keep declining the rest of the season. They're not a good team. I know they got past Oklahoma this past weekend with a beat up Mateer, but Texas is not a good team at all. In my opinion, I think they're missing a lot. So we look better than Miami. Man, look, what's the score? Y'all talking about it. 17-13 Louisville. Is that what it looked like right now? Okay, bet. Let's go. Roll Cardinals, man. Hey, who is that? Is that I can't see your name. This is I can't think of the name right now. I can see the face. It's not Deb. I can't think of your name, sis. What's your user tag on here? Your handle. Running all over Miami. Facts. Louisville putting that ball on the ground. I thought they was gonna air it out on them boys. All right, let's go back to the to my number 3. So we got Mary J. We got number 1 Bama, number 2 Texas A&M. Bama number 2 Texas A&M. You can add it too. Don't change the whole thing. Just add it as we reveal it. Number three. My number 3 finish in the SEC. And people going to laugh when I say this because of what's going to happen this weekend with some of these matchups. But I truly believe Mississippi State is poised for a crazy SEC finish. And I'm not going to put them at number 3, though. I'm going to talk about it, though. As a matter of fact, no, I'm going to wait. Because I'm rethinking it now. I seen the matchup earlier. I thought they had something. But yeah, I do feel like they might sneak around and spit off like 2 or 3 in a row, and they're going to be a 2-loss SEC team right there the last 2 weeks of the conference play, and be in like a 4-way tie for 3rd, 4th, and 5th place in the SEC. I feel like Mississippi State, like they are playing some good football. They playing physical. They actually look like Texas A&M, to be honest. They look like Texas A&M. Even that matchup they played against A&M, I think that was kind of more so a wake-up call of kind of like the physicality that's going to be demanded for the rest of the season in the SEC from that team. But Mississippi State, they look tough, man. They look tough, and that's my dark horse. I'm not going to break it down all the way yet. But my number 3 team, and I was torn between looking at the schedules, and I'm double checking because Ole Miss is one of my top 4, 5 right there in the middle. Georgia's right there for me, and Oklahoma. Those 3 teams are right there in the middle for me. And when I look at it, I say this weekend is a huge weekend. One, because let's just look at it. Three of the teams that I just named, they all, Ole Miss plays 2 of the 3. They match up with the other 2 the next 2 weekends, and that's just Ole Miss and Georgia. So I have Ole Miss right there, finishing at the 3, 4, 5 spot right there in the mix with these other teams here. Let's look at their schedule real quick. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Bama rolls tomorrow under the red lights. Bama 55, Vols 21. Ooh, talk to me. Talk to me. I like when you talk like that, sis. I like when you talk like that. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, y'all. Here we go. Check it out. All right, looking at it right here. We got and this is Ole Miss's remainder schedule, right? They're at Georgia tomorrow. We know that's going to be a huge like gauge for both teams. Ole Miss is undefeated right now in conference play. Right? Ole Miss is undefeated in conference play. You got Georgia with one loss already. We gave them their first loss. They've been in some tight games. They played a tight one against Tennessee earlier in the season to get their conference, get another conference win. Georgia's looking like they're finding their identity. They just fight. They dog it out. And Kirby knows how to win like that. He can win with teams like that. So Ole Miss has to come in. They have to start fast. This Georgia defense isn't as elite. The defensive front isn't as great as it was. Ole Miss's offense, it gets going. It's hard to stop. We've seen a different style of play calling, more physical brand of play calling from Lane Kiffin, Pete Golden, and the Ole Miss defense. They are opportunistic, just kind of like Missouri. I don't see any elite pass rushers, but they get to the quarterback. They create pressures. Gunnar Stockton has struggled against pressure, but he's also thrown some big passes in those big moments. If this comes down to a 4-quarter game, I think Georgia holds off at home. I think Georgia. No, they actually go to Ole Miss, right? No, they at Georgia. They at Georgia because Ole Miss beat Georgia last year in Ole Miss. I look at the way this pays out, y'all. We're talking about Georgia right now. 3-1 conference play. Ole Miss undefeated in conference play. Where's their thing at? Okay, yeah. Ole Miss undefeated in conference play. If Georgia wins this matchup, right, that pulls Ole Miss down. Right? Gives Georgia the edge over them. Ole Miss could then turn around and give Oklahoma their second conference loss. And Oklahoma, after losing to Ole Miss, could win out and could be that number 5 team based off of how the schedules line up. You look at Ole Miss at Oklahoma, that's going to be another tough one. Can they go on the road 2 weeks in a row and win a tough one? I don't think they win at Georgia tomorrow. Just my opinion. I think Georgia's defense finds a way to feed off the energy of being at home, and they execute a lot better, play the run game a lot better. I think they rattled Trinidad James. Ain't that his name? Ain't that the quarterback name, Trinidad James? I think they rattle him enough tomorrow. And Georgia, regains their home win streak. The start of their home win streak. But I think Ole Miss goes to Oklahoma, and because of the lack of offensive production, if they don't have a healthy material for the rest of the season, Oklahoma, they're out of. I'm banking on them getting material healthy. But it's looking like he's not going to take a break this weekend either, which is crazy to me. And because of that, I just came up with my top 4. So yeah, give me Ole Miss here at Oklahoma, right? South Carolina, hosting South Carolina, I think Ole Miss handles that. Hosting Florida, handling that. And then to close out the season, the Egg Bowl, Ole Miss handles Mississippi State. But I think this is a crazy, historic ESPN Classic type Egg Bowl for Mississippi State, Ole Miss this year. I really do. So that's my number 3 team. We got Alabama number 1, Texas A&M number 2, Ole Miss number 3, and number 4. I'm gonna do something right here, y'all. I gotta think about this. Let me look at the schedule. Can y'all break this down for me? Help me break this down. So right now for number 4, I had Oklahoma there. And I'm looking at the schedules now. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna pull up Oklahoma's schedule. I already have them losing to Ole Miss, so that's their second loss in the conference. I have them losing to Ole Miss. That'll be second loss, number 2, and then they have to play. This is where it gets tricky for me. Is this Oklahoma? No, that's Mississippi State. I was like, that is not their schedule. There we go. All right. This is where it gets tricky for me for Oklahoma. Because I don't have them beating us. So that'll be 3 losses for Oklahoma. They got to go to Tennessee too. And if Mateer isn't healthy against South Carolina tomorrow, I don't think he's going to be any much better on the road. I mean, with a hot Ole Miss coming in. off of a Georgia loss. I don't think he's going to be any better against a tough defensive front of Tennessee. That's all they have is a defensive front. And we saw Oklahoma's offensive line struggle last game against Texas, right? And then you're going to come into like you can really tank at Oklahoma. So for that reason, I'm booting them out. I'm booting them out my top 4. Sorry, Jason. Sorry. I'm sorry, brother. He's not feeling it. I'm feeling it. Like I don't think Oklahoma can pull it together with a beat up material. I don't think it's happening. And Hawkins, as much as I like his ability, you cut the field in half. You lose half the field when you have him at quarterback. Your run game becomes a little bit more effective, but you cut the field in half. We got upset alert coming, y'all. Got upset alert. Louisville just scored. 23-13. 23-13. Let's go, bro. Let's go, bro. Cardinals. Let's go. Let's go, man. Hey, we're gonna get the hype music on, man. We're gonna get the hype music on for that finish. Lisa. That's Lisa. That's her name. Lisa. That's Lisa. Louisville just scored. Yes, sir. I seen it, man. I seen it. I'm watching the little highlights back there. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. This is a late night show. Y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do on the late night show. We be vibing. We be taking our time. But we got the phone lines opening up here in about 10 minutes, y'all. 10 minutes. I had to reset it. And 614, stop blowing up the line. It's gonna make it mess up. Stop it. 614. You know who the heck you are. And then like I said, Oklahoma, I just don't see y'all. So I got Oklahoma tanking it. They're not in my top 4. I got Georgia. Number 4. Let me stop playing with the Georgia fan base and give them their respect. I truly think Georgia will be able to pull it together. The way they've been fighting, they have some favorable matchups, right? They got a neutral field matchup against Florida, a rivalry game. They have Ole Miss at home. They have a bye week. I think they find a way to get their offense going a little bit more efficient, a little bit more explosive. I do think if they come into a game against Mississippi State trying to be physicality, running the ball a lot, they lose that matchup or they play a real tight game. But I got them against Texas, hosting Texas later in the season, and then Georgia Tech in Atlanta for their end of the season rivalry game. Georgia is a game ahead. I think maybe 2 games ahead of the rest of the conference as far as total games. No, 1 game. They're the only team that's played 4 conference games thus far. So Georgia's got that extra conference matchup right now under their belt, and they get that late bye week that's kind of padding their way right now to being ready for the rest of this sled. And the worst of their schedule is behind them. Honestly, you look at Florida currently, struggling with the conference record. Overall record is decent, 2-4. Well, it still got a chance to be a 7-5, 8-4 type of year. Does Billy Napier make it through the weekend, Shaq? After the Georgia game, does he make it through that weekend, or do they let him go? But 1-2 in the conference right now. In South Carolina, they're the only teams that have played 4 games. South Carolina struggling, also playing some good brand of football, just not able to put it all together. So I got Georgia as my number 4 team right now. We got Alabama, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and Georgia as our top 4. Now, my first 2 out. Shout out to Caden with the $2 super chat. Appreciate you for $2. He said Coach Smook isn't ready for the Thunder tonight. You're right, buddy. I'm not ready for the Thunder, Caden. I am not. I don't even know what that means. Like, what are we talking about? I didn't forget your name. The picture looked different, and you and Deb, y'all kind of favor. Like, y'all could be siblings. Y'all might be some kin. You might need to check that ancestry.com. You know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm sorry, y'all. I think Florida, Mississippi State, those games for Georgia, they can handle those. They get Texas at home. That's going to be the last home game of the season for Georgia. I truly believe they really mollywop Texas this year, hosting them. That Georgia fan base is ready to handle Texas. Texas has this little nitpick they like to do at Georgia for some reason. I don't know, man. They weird. Yeah, Louisville looking good, man. They defense flying around. Carson Beck struggling. They got him scrambling out the pocket every drop back. Offensive line ain't looking good for Miami tonight. I don't know. All you analysts. Now their defensive front for Miami still look good. They trying to contain the run game with that, and that ain't go cut it, bub. That is not gonna cut it. Appreciate y'all for all the likes in the chat. Don't forget to run the likes up over here on YouTube, man. We got 27 in the chat. Let's get up to 25 likes, man. We've been hitting 50 likes on all the live streams. Continue to like the stream. TikTok, appreciate y'all for tapping in. Let me check the TikTok chat. What y'all talking about over here? Luke Hazelwood say, yo, Jaquan Jones, you still over there? Okay, yeah. Juice Globe Diesel, what's good? Everybody tapping in on TikTok. Appreciate y'all. Continue to tap that screen, man. Appreciate the 76 gifts we have on the channel right now. Let me see what we got. Hey, so back to it. We getting into this the first two teams out, and I gotta bring this diagram up because this is going to be a crazy little final matchup weekends for the SEC, and I'm gonna try to do it like this. Let me see if I can pull the schedule up week by week. Let's do press release. I don't want the press release. Mary J, where's the diagram we have for the SEC? Did we have a diagram? If one of my mods see it, can you tag it? Miami looking sus. Roll Legend, what's good, man? Good to see you in the chat, man. Drop a like on that stream, brother. Hey, look. Lisa, okay, good. Look, I got mine too. Good. I got mine too. Let me stop. But nah, I wanted to pull the diagram up because I want y'all to see how crazy this could shake out. So I don't have LSU in my top 4. I think they're going to be in more games than they should be at this point in the season. And they're late enough in this schedule, right? Having to see like the Texas A&M not this weekend but next week. They're at Vanderbilt this week, right? I think a lot of these teams, these middle of the pack teams, like LSU, are going to beat each other up. I think they lose at Vanderbilt this weekend. That's the first thing. I think they get their second conference loss at Vanderbilt. Hosting A&M, I think they have a good chance to win at home against A&M because of the offensive, the way that both offenses start, the way that the defenses play. They kind of feed off of each other. So this will be an evenly matched game. At home, you got to get an edge to LSU, right? With a healthy Nussmeier and his offense, with Aaron Anderson back, getting the RB2 back. He's really RB1. I don't know why he's getting second carries. LSU also loses at Alabama November 8th. And then they host Arkansas, and then they go to Oklahoma to end the season. If Oklahoma, like I said, if Oklahoma is healthy, I don't see them losing to many more teams other than us having to come to see us on the road. But if they're beat up, LSU can win that one. So LSU will end the season with 3 conference losses. That will put them at 5, but because they lost to A&M and because they lost to Vanderbilt and we beat Vanderbilt, and then they lost to us, giving them that 3rd conference loss, they would definitely fall behind A&M, Ole Miss, and Georgia. Okay? Mike Jones said, am I going live tomorrow? You know I'm going to go live tomorrow. I think I'm going to do a watch party tomorrow night. Y'all want to do a watch party again? That's always a vibe, wasn't it? So LSU, they my first team out. They probably at the 6th. I think LSU finishes 6th for me in the conference. Number 5, I truly believe Missouri is a good team, chat. I truly believe Missouri is a good team. They will lose at least three SEC games right now. Currently, Missouri is only lost one to us. They on the road at Auburn this weekend. I think they win that game. Their offense can move the ball enough to give that secondary problems. They're at Vanderbilt. I think that's one of those tough games where similar builds and makeups and styles of play they collide. That's a toss up. I have to go back and reevaluate that one. Texas A&M, I think they lose hosting Texas A&M. Right, that'll be their second conference loss. I think they handle Mississippi State hosting them. Missouri at Oklahoma. If Oklahoma is beat up, they're not
they're not going to be able to run the ball against Missouri. Missouri has a solid run defense, and I think they play disciplined, physical defense. And then at Arkansas at the end of the season, sneak at Arkansas, but not sneaking up to handle this Missouri team. Vanderbilt is the toss-up. Vanderbilt is the team I think is going to put themselves in every game because of their style of play, right? Especially when they play fast. Missouri on the road at Vanderbilt. If Vanderbilt gets off to a Diego Pavia hot start, Missouri loses this. So I want to see Vanderbilt, because I'm gonna talk about Vanderbilt next. Let me pull up Vanderbilt real quick. Oh man, I don't even have the screen share up right now, man. Why ain't telling me how to screen share up? I'm looking at the schedule and y'all ain't even looking at it with me. Well, let's go back. I want to look at Vanderbilt's schedule. Check it out. We got the toss up because Vanderbilt is right there in that middle of the pack type of situation that I'm looking at right now. Vanderbilt has a decent schedule. The way that the brand of ball that they play, they've handled some road games, some tough road games early on in this conference schedule, right? I'm looking at Vanderbilt. They're 1-1 in the conference right now. They've handled some. They lost to us on the road, and then they defended home field against South Carolina. They blew South Carolina. Handled South Carolina. This game at home against LSU, I have them beating LSU. If Vanderbilt comes out and beats LSU, I think they beat Missouri, right? I think they beat Missouri the following week. At Texas, I think they beat Texas. I think they beat Auburn at home. They got a bye week at Kentucky. They host Kentucky. I think they beat Kentucky and they lose to Tennessee. That gives them their second loss. That'll put Vanderbilt, because of their losses, the unranked losses, as far as the college football playoff rankings, I think that'll put Vanderbilt right outside. Conference finish, they'll put them at 4. Five, if I'm not mistaken. They'll put them at 5. That'll put them at 5. Yeah, because of that loss to us. Yeah. But if they lose to Missouri, it puts them right there at 6 on the first out. Or 7 on the first out. So I think Vanderbilt has a good chance to kind of sneak their way into that third spot. Especially they got LSU. If they beat LSU, they host Missouri, play a tough game against Missouri and win that one. They're beating Texas, man. That'll be a Vanderbilt team with only one conference loss. Alabama doesn't have to see Texas A&M. Missouri doesn't have to see. Vanderbilt doesn't have to see Texas A&M the rest of the season. So they would be the number 3 team behind us, honestly, with that loss. So Vanderbilt might put themselves in the college football playoff chat. I didn't break that schedule down well enough behind scenes. I should have did my homework and went back over it. I didn't break that down. Vanderbilt. I'm surprised because that might be crazy. Interception, Louisville. Let's go! Wait, where my boy James? What's up, Joseph? Where James, man? Hey, I told y'all, Nay. Mary J, did I not say this in the green room? I said, the true you gonna show up every year. You might start off with this. Hey, when you got that fake jewelry, it starts off and look fresh, it's popping. Can't nobody tell it's fake. You wear that junk everywhere like you wear real jewelry, it starts to faint. If you don't take care of, you don't do the extra maintenance. See, y'all don't know the little trick. You're supposed to put some clear nail polish on it when you first get it. Put some alcohol on it, and then put some clear nail polish on it. Make it last longer. Keep that shine to it. Y'all that grow up in the 2000s, man. See, we used to make it work, man. We had magnet earrings and everything. New Laurel on back. I told y'all that boy is him. He is him. So what are they going to say about Miami after this game, chat? And don't forget, I called the upset. Chat. I called it. Zach, you saw me call it. Zach, you were on the line when I called it. I said, don't be surprised. And I'm leaning towards Miami. Louisville's offense because they throw the ball, man. Miller Moss is 21-32. Man, come on, man. Hey, where my boy James at? Let me see if I can get James Cunningham on the phone. As a matter of fact, let's get the phone lines open up. I want you to come in. Tonight's topic is your top 4 SEC finish. Explain why you feel that way. What's your thoughts on it? But before we get into the phone line,
let's go to our infomercial break. And everybody that's in the chat right now, y'all need to think about joining the AAA family, man. We got a new member, 2 new members today. Looking to get some more, man, just to add to the community. We got a lot of members-only content coming up to finish out the season. College football playoffs coming up. It's going to be a lot of members-only access things happening there. We're going to try to exercise our media credentials for the playoff stretch and going into spring ball, all of that. So members, you want to be privy to that inside scoop, that first to know information. This is how you do it.
Glad you chose to stop by the channel today. Just wanted to give you an opportunity to really become a part of this community here at the Coach Smook Network. We like to call ourselves the AAA family. The AAA stands for authenticity above all. We just want to give you an opportunity to become a part of this community because we're growing and we're doing something special here as a fan base, not just for Alabama, but the fan community as a whole. We're creating an environment where it's safe to be yourself, be authentic, and meet people who share the same passion you share, whether it's for the same team or not. You can do this by becoming a member of the AAA family. You simply start by just clicking the link provided to you by one of the moderators in the chat, or it'll be pinned to the top of the chat. Click that link. It'll bring you to my homepage. When you get to my homepage, make sure you hit the notification button and turn on all notifications. Understand that there are multiple ways to support the channel, and each level has its perks. You can go through and read each perk. As we continue to grow, new perks will be added to each level. One thing we would like to highlight that all AAA members are greatly appreciated. It does not go unnoticed that you have taken time and hard-earned money to support this channel. Once you join, YouTube is going to ask for some payment information, and make sure you monitor your subscription dates. Also, if you really want to get interactive with the community and find out what's going on, think about joining our Discord family. This is where you can get into all the fan talk of the community, and also there are networking opportunities. Please be mindful that there are rules and that we expect everyone to treat everyone with respect. Also, if you're looking to partner with Coach Smook Network or sponsor, please hit us up at coachsmooknetwork@gmail.com, and our staff will get back to you in a timely manner. I'm your boy, Coach Smook of the Coach Smook Network, and I thank you for supporting this channel. You're talking about Jalen Milroe and the Pips? The perfect weak side linebacker, right? Put him next to the mic.
It's not going to take us a lot of time, but I want to say that I'm excited about what.
Okay, forgive me, my brother. What's on your mind?
Oh, I'm good. I'm just still sorry for all the other content creators now that we have this mega star back in our presence.
All right, y'all. We already got the phone lines up. We got our first call on the line. Yo, Zach, you in the game? Talk to me, man.
What's good, Coach Smook and my AAA family? How are y'all doing this evening?
Man, we good this evening. Zach, talk to me, man. We talking SEC finishes, man. What you think about my top 4? I got Alabama, Texas A&M. Who was my third? Ole Miss and Georgia. Is that what was my top 4?
Yes, that's a good top 4. I have the same top 2. I got Alabama and A&M at 1 and 2. Ole Miss at 3. I got at 4. I can't give it to Georgia right now until they get a signature win. And when I say a signature win, I mean against a team that they don't have dominance over. You know, a team that is.
And I think they get that matchup this weekend. I think they get that tomorrow against Ole Miss. I think talent-wise on the roster, talent on roster, both of these teams match up very well. Strength versus weaknesses. You got Ole Miss's offense and the struggling Georgia secondary, right? Against and then Georgia's, surging or emerging offense now, their balance that they're able to keep and use their offensive
weapons to get back into games and win games. This gonna be an interesting game, especially with it being in Athens. If that Georgia defense wakes up this week, that team can start rolling, and that's why I have them at number 4.
Right, right. And I mean, and I agree with you to a certain extent, but and this is like a huge if here hypothetical. If Mateer stays healthy, I have Oklahoma at 4. And
Okay.
that's if he gets back healthy and gets his confidence back, you know, and all of that. But I mean, do I have much faith in it? No, but right now, until proven otherwise, I have to give them that spot right now.
Now, what's your thoughts on this? Now, I was looking at the schedule, and Vanderbilt kind of has snuck into my thought process in the way I'm thinking about this conference alignment because Vanderbilt hosts LSU tomorrow. They host Missouri the following week. They're at a Texas team that's struggling. They host Auburn, and then they host Kentucky after a bye week, and then they finish the season at Tennessee. Vanderbilt can go off, and win. What's this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 straight with 1, 2, 3 of those opponents being currently being ranked in LSU, Missouri, and Tennessee currently being ranked on their schedule.
Right.
So Vanderbilt can sneak their way right there into the SEC championship with their only conference loss being to Alabama, and that could be a rematch for them.
Right. And I agree with you there. And I give, and I have A&M at number 2 right now, and this is if because usually in their back half of the schedule they always
They drop one they're not supposed to lose, right?
Right. If they can hang on and go 6-0, there and finish undefeated this regular season, I think it's going to have to take them finishing undefeated to get into that SEC championship game. Then that would be like a highly anticipated match between us and them going into Atlanta, and that's my birthday weekend.
Yeah, and last year we said it, y'all. Any year Bama's going to the SEC championship, the Coach Smook Network, we can't make plans until everything's finalized out and is decided. There we go. But we will have a presence in Atlanta for the SEC championships for as long as we're a community and we're doing it on this level. We will have some type of presence. So those plans will be put out. And you don't. We like to make it cost efficient. If you want to go to the game, you want to do the weekend and spend the game money to go to the game, but we're going to get together and we're going to watch the game somewhere in Atlanta to enjoy the grounds and that environment of being a fan base together. Because after that you don't get another game in Tuscaloosa. You don't get unless we get a first round game. If we don't get a first round bye,
right.
Wait, if we got a first round bye, we do host our first home game. First round of the playoffs. Well, we're going to break that down in another show, college football playoff show. We're going to make sure, Zach, you'll be on that panel. You'll be on the panel by then. Hey, y'all, make sure y'all congratulate Zach, man. I told y'all we got Zach working his way into being an on-screen personality and joining the Coach Smook Network. Because we gotta hand off some of these hats now, man. We're getting pulled into another level, and it's time to hand off some of these hats. So I got a lot of y'all in the chat that have been on the phone lines. Don't be surprised you get a text from Coach Smook. Hey, you interested? You know what I'm saying? But Zach, we talked about A&M, and they're finished. Vanderbilt possibly sneaking in there, and then another team that I keep telling people to be careful about is Missouri. I keep telling people to be careful about Missouri. Everybody thinks because they lost to Alabama at home. If you watch how they lost that game, they got beat by the better team. It wasn't a bad coaching job. It wasn't a horrible execution game by
by their offense. They got beat by the better team, which is Alabama. I look at their matchup against Vanderbilt later on. I think it's the week after next. Yeah, so the next week, that's going to be those two games. That game right there is going to be the one. But I think Missouri also has a chance to really push it in their schedule and be that fourth or 15 outside looking in the conference championship game.
Facts. And I agree with you. Missouri's a good team. Don't get me wrong. Our defense just made enough plays in that game to pull the victory out. It was close. That it came down to the wire, and so it was a good game. But we also had opportunities to put more points on the board that we didn't take advantage of either. So it overall, it was a good game. Their defense played well enough to keep them in the game, but our defense was just a hair better to finish it out and pull off the victory for us.
Yeah, and I mean, we left points on the board. You know, I honestly think we missed some opportunities to create some. Overall, Missouri is a good team, and I think they'll be the team to give A&M their loss if A&M was to suffer a loss the rest of this season. I think it comes being on the road at Missouri, but Missouri will lose. I think Missouri is a toss up right now against Vanderbilt. I think Missouri is a toss up against who else is that on their schedule? At Oklahoma later in the season, and to close out the season at Arkansas. Like on the road in the SEC is different. So I think they handle Auburn this weekend. Tough one against Vanderbilt. I don't think they pull that one out against Vanderbilt, but they turn around. They handle A&M at home. They handle Mississippi State at home. They handle Oklahoma on the road, and they have a tough season-ending matchup against Arkansas, meaning they already going to have their third loss by that point, right? If I'm not mistaken, that Vanderbilt loss matchup, so they might only have two losses. They'll be one game behind A&M and behind us, of course, because so they could finish out strong. Like this top 5, top 6 right here in the SEC right now, it's really tight between Bama, Missouri, LSU, not LSU. I don't think LSU finishes out strong. I think right now the top Ole Miss, Texas A&M, Bama, Georgia, Missouri, and Vanderbilt right now. Even though the standings won't say it right now, I think that's what the top 6 of the SEC will finish like at the end of the season. With Missouri and Vanderbilt possibly being the first ones out. LSU might sneak in there. Tennessee, I think, will drop a few more. I don't see anybody else. Oklahoma, I think, without like I said, without Mateer, Oklahoma's going to get they're going to be out of more games than they're in.
Right. Their defense is good, though. I will give them credit for that. It's just, I mean, you seen it from Oklahoma Texas game. Texas was able to expose that defense in the second half, but overall they do have a good defense. You know, you can't relax against their defense, but Texas was able to do some things on offense that gave that defense fits, you know, and especially in the second half. And then, but yeah, if Mateer was healthy, I think it would have been a more competitive game. But, you know, it's over with now. So all Oklahoma can do is move forward and keep preparing for week to week, you know, for who they got left on their schedule.
Facts. All right, well, Zach, I think that's it for tonight, man. We got to call the show tomorrow morning, so you get rested up, and we got a whole day to prepare for Tennessee. So, I appreciate you for calling in, man, and roll tide, my boy Zach.
Roll tide.
Got another
Call from
No, it's Smook. It's Callin the Diesel.
Caden, what's up, man? You in the game with Coach Smook. Talk to me, man.
So, Smook, what's thing going on with you tonight?
Man, I'm live on the show, Caden. That's the only time. You know what? You don't have to ask me what's been going on because you know what's going on. I'm live on the show. You're watching me live on the shows, Caden. What are we talking about right now, man?
Well, I really didn't know if anybody gave a piss about me, but I guess Mary J was asking. I guess I heard something
Hey,
about Mary
don't
J
nobody
was
give a
asking
piss about Caden. Don't you take that to your head now. We was just playing. We was just playing. Nah, man. We was asking where you was. It wasn't. We got used to seeing you in the chat, so we were just kind of wondering where old Caden was. What you got going on today, Caden? Give us a little. What's happening in the Diesel Freak's life since the last time he called into the Coach Smoot Network?
Just been working. That's all there is to it.
That's it.
Just working, buddy.
Dang, that date must ain't happen. Did you go on the date, Caden? What happened? Did your buddy get the date set up for you?
Still, I haven't heard back from him because I've been so dang busy with my work and everything else, and I've just been running all day, and then I never got back to him, and then it's like, oh crap.
Sounds like he's playing you, Caden. Nah,
No,
football.
It's just I'm busy, Coach.
Nah,
What
he's
the hell
playing you,
am I supposed
Caden.
to do?
I'm trying to be your buddy here. He's playing you, Caden. He's playing you.
I'm the one who's too busy for anything.
What's up, Primo Roll Tide? Caden, what's on Ohio State slate this weekend, man? What's happening in Buckeye Land? Talk to me. Tell me about Buckeye Land today.
Buckeye Land, it's nothing crazy, Coach Smook. It's just another weak ass team that we gotta play.
Who is it?
Wisconsin.
All right. You going to Madison? You going into Madison, or they coming to your house?
We're going to Madison, if you didn't hear, because unfortunately, weak ass Madison is just weak ass as hell.
Okay.
What? I mean, I've said this before, Coach. You know I've said this. Our schedule is weak ass. I swear.
What else on your mind, man?
Well, I wanted to get my top 4 teams that I got going for the SEC to finish.
Go ahead, do that. Do your thing.
Number 1, I've got the team who I really don't give a piss about. Oh, piss, because they're so full of piss. Number 2, I got the Crimson Tide to finish second, because I know I didn't want to give Alabama fans any bad comments, because I ran out of energy to give Bama fans bad comments. Ugh, don't get me started on that shit. And then number 3, Texas A&M, and then number 4, LSU.
Interesting. So when LSU loses to Alabama, they'll have their second conference loss, right?
Oh yeah, I know that. I'm just putting them there just to make them feel better.
So there's no actual numerical theory that you put into this thought process. You just going off your gut feeling, right?
I'm just saying what's on my mind, Coach Smook.
Hey, ain't no judgment here, Caden. Ain't no judgment here. I'm just asking. I'm getting clarity for the people in the chat. Got a lot of people in the chat listening to you talk right now, Caden. So
I know they're listening to me daggone talking. Why do you think Mary J was asked about my ugly voice?
Hey,
for the love of God.
You ain't gonna let them down? But talk your talk then, brother.
I mean, it's my ugly voice that's calling on this damn show. Like, what?
I got a question for you though, Caden. I'm pretty sure I'm interested. Everybody in the chat is interested, is watching on all these platforms. How many have you had tonight, buddy? That's the real question. How many have you had tonight?
How many have I had of what?
What you think, Caden? Adult beverages.
I don't drink any beer, dude.
What
For
you-
the love of God.
What kind of beverages do you consume?
Mostly Mountain Dew, sweet tea, Dr. Pepper. That's pretty much it. I'm not lying. I don't drink any alcohol. You can ask anybody that knows me. I don't drink alcohol. Seriously. Did I just lose him? Good gravy. Did I just lose him? Oh, good God Almighty.
Oh, I'm back, Caden. I'm back. I'm sorry. I'm back. I think I had a sneeze or something. I don't know, man. I had to go handle that. What you was saying? Oh my God.
I was saying, if you ask anybody that knows me personally, they'll tell you I've never had a sip of alcohol or a sip of whiskey in my life.
All right, man. I believe you. I'm sorry.
Hell, you can ask my buddies on the Ohio State channel.
Okay. Well, Caden, I appreciate you for tapping in tonight, man. We just got a message, man. We gotta go handle this real quick, man. I'll talk to you later, buddy. All right.
Hey, I do gotta say this though.
Say
it. Coach Smook, I think you'll like this one. Buckeyes are up.
Get the hell out of my phone. I knew he was gonna do it, Chad. I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna do it, man. I knew he was gonna do it. He was gonna try to slide that beat Bucknut Nation crap in there. Uh-oh. No, nay, don't tell me that. Y'all, we gotta do reaction. Mary J, can you change the banner? Can you change the banner? We're gonna change this to a live call-in reaction. We're gonna change Miami, Louisville reaction. They about to be in field goal range. Keep them boys out the end zone. Come on, man. Keep them boys out the end zone. Make a 38-yarder. Mary J, you on the banner? Let me see. What they say? I can't even see what it say for it. Oh, they kick again ready. But that boy got elk legs. That boy got elk legs. He about to kick the hell out of that boy. I'm talking about that boy got an elk leg. Get a tackle. He got the first down. You think they playing for the first down? I mean, for the field goal? They got 3 timeouts. They could really call a timeout here. Get the right play calling because the clock gonna start running once they set the ball. Call that timeout. Get your best play call. Oh, he lost the ball. He got it back. Dang, he got it back. Did they call a timeout? Okay. Coming up, live reaction a little bit. Oh yeah, we here. Phone line still open. 334-625-1121. Phone line still open. We was talking SEC ball, but we reacted to this, man. 36 seconds left. If Louisville somehow creates a turnover, I'm ending the stream. If Louisville creates a turnover or they win this game, I'm ending the stream. What's up, Deb? Good to see you. Louisville, Oh, my fault. Louisville's up by 3 on Miami with 36 left. Miami pushing down, driving the ball. They got 10 wins at home. Last loss was Louisville. Oh, ironic. Was that Puma pass? 23? Oh! Hey, man! You caught it! You caught it! You caught it! You caught it! You Jordan, you caught it! Caught it! Caught it! Caught it! Caught it, Jordan! It's your fault! I'm out of here, chat! I'm out of here! I'm out of here! Family, that is it! Coach Smook, hey, I'm out. That is crazy. Jordan, it's your fault. Hey, blame Jordan, chat. Blame Jordan. This is the end of the stream. No, I'm not going to end it. Phone call line is open right now. 334-625-1121. I'm going to change the title. We are going to live reaction. Miami just lost. Miami loses. Let me change the title on YouTube. Type. Oh, yeah, I had to change the title on that mug. Let me call my boy James. See if James alive here. James Cunningham, where you at? Come in my junk. Hey, y'all want to see something funny? Y'all want to see something funny? I'm going to show y'all a comment from today. 334-625-1121. Miami loses. What's up? All that junk these Miami fans been talking, right? All this junk Miami fans been talking, man. What happened?
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me.
I'm trying to change the title, but it won't let me. I might have to just do it up top. What? What are they talking about? All right, I'll change it right here on the dashboard. 334-625-1121. Miami loses. Hey, Jordan, this is when I need you for another thumbnail. We done changed the show midstream, chat. Miami loses. Hey, so if you refresh the page now, the new title should show up. 4 picks, 4 interceptions by Carson Beck. Y'all keep talking about all these other teams and trying to avoid the inevitable, man. The football god said, listen. Get ready to clip this. The football gods have not forsaken you, Bama Nation. The football gods, the Lord of football, has not forsaken us. He sent his son, Nick Saban, to resurrect us. But Nick Saban wasn't the last to carry on that assignment. He just began the new assignment. Bear Bryant set the tone. He set the foundation. Nick Saban revived the foundation. And now Callin will thrive in the foundation. Come on, chat. Talk to me. I'm preaching on here. Give me an amen. Listen. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. This is what I like to do. I like when people doubt us, right? Because in the beginning, right? In the beginning, when college football became relevant, in the beginning, Alabama always was a competitive team, and you gotta know that when you talk bad about the Crimson Tide and you ain't really playing nobody, you're gonna have to answer for games like this. So James, I said, James, call in to the phone line, which broke you having ass. Yes, sir. Hey, James, I got something for you, man. Listen, James, we're gonna do it like this. James. We're gonna change it up for you, James. I'm gonna be nice. because I caught the upset. I was one of the few analysts everywhere, right, saying, hey, do not sleep on this Louisville offense. They are going to throw the ball. They didn't even do it in the air. They did it on the ground. Let me go pull up the box score. Yes, sir. Get on out of there. Get on out of there. I'm about to be number 3 after we beat Tennessee tomorrow. Put money on it. I'm about to be number. We got the best wins right now in college football. We have 3 straight. We're about to have 4 straight ranked wins. We done beat a top 5 team in Georgia. It was number 5 when we played them. Or number 4. Was they number 4 when we played them? What was Georgia when we played them? Look, Lee. Them Hurricanes, they done been downgraded to little windstorms. The little windstorms. They got the little windstorms. The boys flat out there, man. Them jokers ain't got, man. They a cat 0.5. That man threw 5 picks. He threw another pick. Oh, he only threw 4. Let's pull the come on, Zach. Zach called in. I knew he was gonna call in.
Call from Zach Willie.
Yo, Zach, you in the game. Talk to me, man. I called it.
You did, Coach. I had to call back in, give my reaction to it. Congratulations, Louisville. You got a big win on your resume. Congratulations to you.
I forget the sound that the Cardinals make. I forget. I used to have a Cardinal tree in my backyard. I can't mimic it right now, but that sound, tied. All right, that Cardinal sound, roll that Cardinal sound, tied. Roll that Cardinal sound, tied.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad Miami lost because they were saying Carson Bay had changed and he didn't have no noodle arm and it was all this joke at Georgia and all this, and what happened? 4 interceptions.
4 of them things, Zach, in one game. I don't even think Ty Simpson has thrown 4 interceptions in his career.
Yep. And so, I mean, come on now. And what was I saying? What did I say last year? What was I saying? Carson Beck has a noodle arm.
That boy had a noodle.
And when it comes to big games, he folds under pressure, and he was playing well only because he had really good talent around him that made up for his inability to be accurate, as you want to say. It made up for his noodle arm. But once you play a team of equal or better talent, you see what happens.
Facts.
He falls apart.
Man, this is crazy. It's funny because I'm looking at it, Zach. I'm looking at it from this standpoint, like that if they lost like that to Louisville, right, from a physicality standpoint, and we're looking at Carson Beck's numbers, 25-35, 4 interceptions. So when you miss bad. Because that's a solid percentage. 25-35. You only missed 10 passes. Out of the 10, 4 of the misses were interceptions. That's bad. Like you can't just miss. You can't miss big when you miss. You got to miss and give it to the other team when you miss 40% of the time you miss. That's crazy.
Yep. And I mean, he did the same thing against us in the first half last year. He was missing bad, and I mean, yeah, it could have been. They made adjustments in the second half and came back and almost beat us, but a win is a win, and so I don't see, and then that started a trend of the next 5 weeks. He had 4 interceptions a game the next 5 weeks after that, And so it's like, I don't see where people see that he's this first round draft pick. He's not a first round draft pick.
Hey, Zach, we got a new caller on the line, 770. You want to let him on?
Yes, sir. Roll Tide, I'll hop off here. I just had to call in and call back in and give my reaction real quick.
All right, buddy.
Call from
Yo, 770. You in the game? What's your name? Talk to me.
Man, my name Carson Beck, and I just saw 4 pigs.
What up, Adrian? Adrian in the game. Give it up for our resident dog. I know I already know you was. I said if I don't get no Georgia fans on the line right now, I would be surprised. I would be surprised right now if I don't get no Georgia fans on the line. Go ahead, talk your talk, man. What you got to say? I know this is absolute bliss for Georgia fans. Talk about it.
Man, listen here. Let me tell you something, man. To everybody out there that's a Georgia fan like me, if you think that we missing him over gonna stop it. That's all I gotta say. Stop it. That man is pure garbage juice from the bottom of the can, my brother.
It's ugly for him over there in Miami. And now, you know what? History has shown he don't get better from these moments, bro. He don't get better from games like this.
Nah, brother.
I mean, for real, like he goes to such a deep depth of trashness. Hey, they say Gunner trash too. He ain't as trash as Beck. At least Gunner ain't gonna turn the ball over. Hey, Gunner ain't gonna turn that ball over, man. He's not gonna turn that ball over.
Oh, man, listen, man, Gunner, he well more disciplined, man. I'm gonna tell you something. The man ain't throw but probably would. I think knock on wood, but he ain't throw but 1 pick.
I think one all season.
1 pick. Carson been done throw about 10 by them, and we still had him. Real talk, bro.
Man, hey, I said if I don't get no Georgia fans on this line tonight, I would be surprised. I said it, man, because I'm sitting there watching the game.
Hey, and then he still got that same crazy look on his face when he throw a pick, man.
Like,
like he didn't do it. Like, man, look
that wasn't my arm. Like, what the? That wasn't my arm. I didn't throw that ball. Oh man, these folks.
Garbage, man.
That man. Look, what we said in what I used to say this. We used to call them hot ass in the military. When the soldiers show up and they be jacked up, we be like, these jokers is hot ass. That boy Carson Beck is hot ass, chat. I mean, straight up. Sorry if we got kids watching tonight, but you need to teach your kids about hot ass. Shy away from the hot ass. Jaquan Jones, appreciate you for taking in over there on TikTok, man.
About like what I smelled the other day. I went in there. You know, I'm a custodian, and I ain't ashamed to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But I went in the bathroom to clean the bathroom behind this cat that came out.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the bathroom was smelling like hot sweat.
Hell no, man. Hell no. Not.
And I said, Jesus, man.
You know what, Adrian? I got to give it up for you. Custodians, healthcare workers, people that do cleaning or care for people, you're special people because you put yourself like that's. If we being realistic, and I'm not trolling here, I know this might be off topic, but like you talking about service members that have combat deployments and stuff, like putting your life on the line. Healthcare service people that work in healthcare, they right there underneath that. Then sanitation, they right there under they get in the mud. You talking about people that work out at them landfills and stuff, and they work in these chemical plants. They put themselves on the line to get all this stuff tested and cleaned up, and do all this. Folks be going. So I commend you, dog. Ain't no shame in that. Some folks out here like me trying to find something to supplement what I do. Hey,
paying my bills, and I'm happy.
That's it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. That's why I still do what I do here on YouTube. That's why I do what I do, working with different high schools. This is my passion, and then right now is handling what I got to handle. and it's doing more than just what it need to do for me. It's helping other people too. So, but yeah, Adrian,
Right.
I appreciate you calling in, dog. That's crazy. I said I know I got some Georgia fans that want to pop
Man,
their
you knew I
stuff.
was calling, brother. I would call in more often, man, but you know how I am, man. I don't want, interrupt the show, man. I might get off subject and
Nah, hey,
all the left here, and then the tequila get to talking, man.
hey,
Show, man.
Adrian. That clip, man. I'm telling you, I told everybody give it about 3 weeks, and we coming up on like that third week. I think when we recycle that thing again, oh man, people going, bro. You had folks crying, laughing in the chat that night, man. I will never forget that. Like we've had some epic calls, like Greg Coffee. I mean, he was.
Right.
I mean, he was one, but I think yours is definitely top 3 right now, all time Coach Smook Network. In we're going on 2 years in May of next year. It'll be our 2nd year anniversary, and and in 2 years that we've been doing this calling stuff, man, that one is definitely up there, bro. Like, look, as soon as I started talking about it, all you see is laughing face emojis in the chat, man. That thing was crazy, man. I'm telling y'all, chat. If y'all didn't experience it live, if y'all didn't see it live, it's a short on my page. And then it's also on my TikTok. I think it says something like UGA fan crashes out after loss to Alabama.
Man, I was hurt, brother.
My boy said, but it's okay.
I still got a little residue still left on me, but by and by, we getting it off of it, though.
He just said, I see the light.
We worried about these rebels now, right now.
He just said, I see the light. I will not. He said,
still light at the end of the tunnel, my brother.
Yeah.
Still light there, and I still see it.
He said, in the fight, to win the fight. I said, oh, yeah, he hurting, man. He hurting.
I'm hurting, brother. I was hurting, man. I'm hurting, man.
Ooh, man. Shout out to my guy, Chief AT. He said, the you back, y'all. Hey, with the laughing emojis. Yeah, my boy, James Cunningham. Oh, yeah, that's what I want to show y'all real quick. Before Adrian get off the line, I got to go to my YouTube dashboard stuff here real quick. I gotta go to these comments because one of my partners, man, he former Air Force guy. I think he do like military security now. Shout out to, we forgot to celebrate this, but I'm not gonna jinx it yet. We growing, y'all. We need 9 more followers to get to 3.55K, y'all. That's a huge number because once you get past 3.5K, that 3.6 to that 5K march is it handles itself. So y'all continue to help us push and subscribe to the channel. But I got to get to these comments real quick. My guy James came in and said, he said something about the U recently, and it tickled me that he said it in this tone. It was so aggressive, like why you being so aggressive about it? Y'all haven't proven anything. Y'all did similar things last year with Cam. They love Cristobal. I love to get us hyping and get us to believing in them, right? He like to get us doing that. But again, Cristobal shows up and my guy James, I can't find the comment because it looks weird. Oh, here it is. Oh my God. I done found the comment, y'all. So my guy Diamond Dog, if y'all see Diamond Dog 86 comment in the chat, that's my guy James Cunningham. I'm gonna share this tab real quick. I got to pull this on the screen. If y'all see him to your screen share audio, okay, that's fine. We don't need audio with screen share. But yeah, if y'all see Diamond Dog 86, y'all make sure y'all let him know we looking for him. But this is the comment. And I'm going to read it to you. He said, and I'm gonna lodge it up for you. Here you go, Adrian. He says, only team, and he said this 7 hours ago, so he just knew they had it in the bag against Louisville. I can assume this because he said only team that matter is the U. Everyone else trash. Who crying? I commented. I said, "Oh Lord, he's back. What's good, man?" He said, "Coach Smook, my dude. I'm good, my bro. How's the fam doing?" I said, and I said this right after he replied because I felt it. I said, "You got to tap into the Callin show live at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time." I told him to tap in because I knew they would be in the game. He probably somewhere feeling like you was after that Bama loss right now, man. He one of them. He get bad with it. He get on Facebook.
Man, my boy James. So, James, if you just so happen to scroll by my Facebook page and you see this live up, the phone line is open for you, brother. This is a safe space. Maybe not for you, but this is a safe space, and we can acknowledge your issues. So, yeah, what you feel about that Miami? The only thing that matters is the you and everybody else trash comment now. What you feel about that, Adrian? How would you respond to that?
Listen here, man. All I can say is God bless him, bro. God bless him, man. I know he hurt right now.
You praying for him?
Hey, man, that's all we can do right now, man. Get on one knee for him, brother, and pray that he don't lose his mind like I did about a few weeks ago.
Y'all just don't know, man.
All I can say is get alcohol and get plenty of it tonight, because you're going to need it, brother. Get plenty of it.
Hey, Adrian, if you could encourage him right now, I have some encouraging soft meditational music playing for you. If you could encourage this young man, James, our Miami fan, my boy, what would you say to him right now, consoling him and continue to encourage him so that he can continue to be a strong Miami fan? What would you say to him?
Lift your head and know that there's still light. There's still light at the end of the tunnel, my brother. And you will not go quietly into the night, but just know there is still light at the end of the tunnel, my brother.
Heartfelt words from Adrian. Heartfelt words from Adrian. This is the Georgia fan.
It'll be all right, brother.
I gotta turn the music off, Mary J. I gotta stop the music. It ain't making it no better, man. Oh man, yo, he said it's a light at the end of the tunnel.
It's still light, brother. It's still at the end of the tunnel, brother. All you can
oh man,
that light. Just keep looking at that light.
Oh man.
When you about to pass out, you keep looking at that light. Don't close your eyes. See that light. Look at that light. Don't close your eyes.
Don't close your eyes, man. It's more that Amanda, this is your husband. This is your man. You gonna stand by him? This is your man on the line. Amanda, why you here laughing with the shot laugh faces and stuff? This is your man. This is your man on the line. I just need you to know that.
I live in the flesh.
Hey,
GA, baby.
Put a leash on him, girl.
Rebels out of here.
Hey, I know he be acting up when y'all be outside on it. That's why hey, listen, Adrian, I'm telling you, if y'all make it to Atlanta for the rematch, that is happening. I already told the AAA community, if Georgia, Alabama make it, if Bama go, we're going to AAA community going regardless. But
I'll be there, brother.
Man,
I promise you I'll be there.
All right, man. I appreciate you for calling in, man. Yeah. Look, always adding to the value of my show, man. You're not just a supporter, man. You add to the value of this show, bro. I appreciate you, bro.
Man, no doubt, bro.
Love, man. Roll Tide, man.
Go dog.
All right, man. Y'all give it up for my guy, Adrian, man. Phone line still open. We got any Miami fans? Look, Miami fans, this is a safe space for you. This is a safe space for you. We'll take it easy, but only if your name's not James. Whatever happened to Hurricane Kenny, the Miami fan that used to come around here? Y'all remember him? He stopped coming around after they lost last year. He been drinking just like Caden. Hey, at least he honest. Caden lying. Caden lying. It's definitely lying. Say, Jack, what you mean? Look, it ain't safe. See, our space here is safe for all other Fairweather fans. It's not safe for Alabama Fairweather fans. Like if you a Fairweather Bama fan, it's not safe here, right? Oh, ain't no excuses. Miami just got beat. You just got beat. A team had a game plan. They executed. They beat you. Joseph, appreciate you for tapping in, man. Y'all give it up, man. We got 37 in the chat. Hey, Miami loses to Louisville. I called it. I called the upset. Appreciate y'all for the 31 likes on the stream too. Georgia Beck is back, Chief. Hey, I told. Hey, authenticity above all. At least we knew who Jalen Milroe was. Both seasons we had him, right? We knew what we had. We knew what we was working with. Carson Beck tricked you. Carson Beck had y'all think he was a first-round NFL draft pick. Carson Beck had y'all think he was a Heisman front runner. Carson Beck had you thinking that Miami offense was just so great. Carson Beck had y'all thinking that he had turned the curve and that Kirby Smart and that Mike Bobo offense was the problem. Nobody was listening to Coach Smook when he said Carson Beck got a noodle arm. Nobody was listening to Coach Smook that was saying, hey, that 50-50 ball crap that he tried to do against Alabama in that second half, that junk ain't going to work against everybody else. We played some aggressive coverage and we might have got beat. We got like outmanned a little bit. Well, you see what happened in that game. Threw a pick. What did he do this game? He threw another pick. I'm just saying, I haven't been wrong about Carson Beck since he won or was in that Elite 11 competition, and I choose not to change my stance on Carson Beck. Same thing to be said about Jackson Otto. Same was said about Spencer Rattler. I'm telling y'all gonna stop messing with me when it comes to evaluating these players and their skill sets. I'm just saying. I know there was a lot of laughing, but I was so serious. And that, yeah, you're right. I'm looking at the highlights. That definitely was a BS rough in the past call. Shout out to the 38 in the chat on YouTube. Continue running likes up. TikTok, appreciate y'all for tapping that screen. We're going to stay live for a little bit more, man. If y'all want to talk, we can talk. Y'all want to talk, we can talk. Phone line is open, 334-625-1121. 334-625-1121. We just had Zach call in. We had Caden call in. We had Adrian call in reacting to Miami. We talking SEC finishes. My top four for the SEC, if you don't mind putting it up on the screen, Mary J. My top four for the SEC finish is going to be Alabama, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, and Georgia. Ole Miss and Georgia. But then I started looking. I think Missouri and Vanderbilt are my dark horses right now. Missouri and Vanderbilt are my dark horses. You look at their schedules, a lot of their big games are at home. Both teams, their biggest game right now on schedule right now, their biggest game is against each other, which is the week out, not this weekend, but next week. So I'm looking for that one to be a good matchup, and I think the team that wins that will put themselves in the position to be that number 4 team. If Georgia decides to drop an extra one later on, they don't have to play Missouri, right? So Georgia, who else? Ole Miss. They already lost. They play Georgia tomorrow, so I expect. I picked Georgia. I haven't even done my Georgia Ole Miss pick. Have you? I'm almost tempted to pick against Georgia because, but I think Georgia and Athens against Trinidad James and that, I don't know if that man's name is Trinidad James. Y'all got to give me the quarterback last name, chat. Stop letting me look like a fool. Y'all know people be watching my shows and like they be really get mad when I mess stuff up, and I'm just a human. I'm just human. Ain't that what the song say? Right? But yeah, Trinidad James and that offense, I think Georgia's defense will be able to do enough at home. That Clyde is going to be into it. They want their get back from last year. Kirby Smart has a keen sense of getting in Lane's head, right? He lost the game. He let Mike Bobo lose the game for him last year. I don't think he lets it happen this year, especially with the offense and them finding their tough grit identity. Ball don't lie because they still got another pick from the same guy on that drop. Facts. We saw it. They gave him 2 for 1. A 2 for 1. A 2 for 1. What are we talking about? 2 for 1. That's what I like to see. Hey, Ty Simpson got a chance, pulled away in the hospital. Oh, yeah. All we got to do is, hey, same way he been playing. Play just like that tomorrow. And it's basically his. We went out. We in there. Trinidad Chambliss. See, that's what I'm talking about, big homie. See, big homie, you a real one, man. See, everybody else, they been having me, let me out here looking like a soup sandwich. Trinidad Chambliss. The D2 transfer camp coming in 5'10", 5'11", looking like Kyler Murray out there. But that's my top 4 to finish in the SEC. I think Missouri and Vanderbilt are right there on the outside looking in. LSU falls out of that top 6 for me. Texas, they're all down there. Oklahoma without a healthy material, they're not in my top 5, top 6. Kentucky, Mississippi State is going to be in a lot of games. They're going to be a tough team, but I don't think they're going to be able to win on a lot of these big games because they're on the road. Going to be tough matchups for them. But coming up on that 10 o'clock hour here is Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock for my Eastern Standard Time. People, we've been live for about 2 hours now. I appreciate y'all for tapping into the Callin show tonight, man. I think it was fun. Let me get off of here so we get some clips off of this show, and get some things posted. I got the edit that'll be playing early tomorrow morning, about 7 a.m. We'll have the Callin segment from this morning for the Alabama-Tennessee game. We'll have that playing tomorrow morning for our kickoff show. Remember, our kickoff show starts at 8 a.m.
We're going to start it at 8 a.m. and it's going to be literally an hour. We're going to segment it out tomorrow. It's going to be an hour. We'll have probably like a 2-minute introduction coming right into the show. So please show up at 8 o'clock, ready to jump in the chat, run the chat up, get your voices heard, get people active on the phone line. And did somebody just call in 205? Who is 205? It looks like somebody just called in. Or was that, did I miss a phone call? If we missed a phone call, 205, if you're still watching, you can call back in, man. I hope I didn't miss a phone call. If you want to call back in, 205, you can. We'll hold the line for another 3 minutes for you if you want to call back in. But if not, we ending the show. Remember, man, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. sharp, we kicking off. I'm going to run a preview. Oh, that was you, Jordan? Okay. Well, you know you can call in tomorrow. We got you on the call-in line tomorrow. I got to save it so it could do the thing I could do for Zach on my AAA callers. I'll make sure I fix that tonight, Jordan. But appreciate you for tapping in. Can the AC please shut down UNC and just put them people out of this misery? Bill Belichick is that was funny, right? Right? Great stunt. I guess you can say publicity stunt, but it's not even funny anymore. This team looks bad. And I don't think he's gonna be able to keep none of that recruiting class, all that hype around that recruiting class. I don't think he's gonna be able to keep the chat. So, but tap in tomorrow morning. Like I said, I'm gonna set this premiere for the call-in show from this morning. I'm gonna set it up to premiere at 7 a.m. It's gonna be a live premiere. I'll be in the chat chatting with y'all, and then we're gonna go straight into the kickoff call-in show. Share the words with not just Bama fans. We want to talk about all that. We got our pick'em segment. Zach's going to be joining us for the pick'em segment tomorrow on the phone line, and then we'll be phasing him into being on screen for the rest of the season for the college football playoff breakdowns and things of that nature. So we're bringing Zach on, and then what else we got tomorrow? The final out for Alabama, Tennessee hype. We got to get the hype video made and everything and posted. So tap in tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. here on the Coach Smook Network live, 7 a.m. for the live premiere where we're going to be replaying the call-in segment. If you missed the show this morning, you'll be able to see the call-in segment, the analysis and the call-in segment tomorrow morning. We'll have it premiere for y'all. And once again, y'all know what to do, man. When you see me in the streets, holler at me and say, put me in the game, Coach Smook. I'll catch y'all on the next one. And roll tide, roll. Y'all be blessed, man.
Remember, when you see me in the streets, holler at me. Say, put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook.
Like, share, subscribe. You know we keep it live.
Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game, Coach Smook. Put me in the game.